Hey everybody, this is Gamer and Gameless. I'm your host Zach, and today I'm joined by
Aaron. I shaved today, Golden.
You shaved today, okay.
Aaron, babyface Golden.
You do look like you're 7. I mean, you look like tall. By the way, for our listeners who don't know, Aaron is very tall. He's actually 7'9".
Yes.
That's his height. And he's only 15, so he's probably got a few more inches that he's gonna go. So
Yeah, possibly. I shaved today, and I only do it once a week, because I don't want to get razor bumps on my neck.
It's the worst, man. Isn't that like the
Man,
worst?
it's just the worst, dude. Know. It's like little spider sacks on your neck. Like, hey, what's up?
That is stupidly accurate. That is like 100% it.
Oh my god!
And the kicker here is I don't use I used to use Gillette.
Yeah.
Because it's for men.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm using feminine products because, hey,
I do
if
too.
a woman shaves with her legs and it looks so smooth, I want my neck to be that smooth. And so I'm going to use her Venus stuff. I guess, is it called Venus, Alicia?
Oh my god! I don't need to shave my legs
maybe
because
it's
I am
Maybelline?
naturally unhairy, so I don't have that problem.
You don't grow hair naturally?
No, look at my
You
legs.
grow hair
I don't grow,
unnaturally?
my legs are not hairy. My father also doesn't have that problem.
Wait. You never shaved before?
I have shaved before, but I prefer to wax.
Well,
now.
wait. If your legs are never hairy,
This is
I don't need to shave my legs because they're never hairy.
I gotta say, this is a record for how quick we got off
Topic.
topic.
It's
and
taken
even-
5 seconds.
And by the way, if Gillette is listening, we're looking for sponsorships. So.
And also, Gillette is made for women too,
Yeah.
douche.
I remember
that's
this.
Gillette.
Gillette.
There's like this woman's joke. She says, "You should call me Gillette because I'm the best a man can get."
Oh, okay, I get it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's Maybelline.
We're just gonna yell different taglines.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire.
It's like Milky Way, I'm loving it.
Crossfire.
Crossfire.
Anyway, the two other voices you hear are
It's Elvin the Gameless.
And Alicia, the gamer girl.
The gamer girl. Dun, 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 dun.
Just for some
no beatbox today though, right?
Just for some context. Alicia is the one who created video games, so she
Again?
knows everything. Yeah, she's created them all over again.
Really haven't. You guys need to stop saying that, or someone's gonna come after me.
Someone's gonna come after
Yeah,
you.
they're gonna get the SWAT team's gonna kick in my door like, you created games. Oh my god.
I don't know if anyone would be upset about you creating video games enough to do that. I think they'd just be more like, teach me your ways.
Yeah, there's like an Alicia Day out there.
An Alicia Day.
Once a year.
Yeah.
What month would that be?
November, because that's when usually big games come out.
Yeah, it's Alicia Day.
Or it's
It's
like
right before Thanksgiving.
a Black Friday.
Black Friday. Yeah.
Anyways, so we're going to start out. And by the way, you can catch us out on Facebook.com/GamerGameless or our website, our new and improved website.
It's shiny.
GamerGameless.com. We've redone it. We got all of our posts up there, so check that out.
If you like the color red, you will like our website.
And if you don't like the color red, you still might like our website.
And
unless
if
you
you're
just-
colorblind, sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad is colorblind and he makes ribs every 3 months.
What? How are those linked at all?
No. He's colorblind, so when he tries to cook ribs, you don't know if it's burnt or if it's juicy. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know which rib you're
No,
gonna
but we
get.
just tell them, hey, they're good.
I have no idea what's even going on.
No clue. We're off the rails already.
But
A
anyways,
colorblind guy trying to cook your meat. Oh, it's raw. No, I wanted it medium well. Well, I didn't know. I'm colorblind.
If anyone in the meat industry is listening, we're looking for sponsorships. So.
He's gonna say this about everything. If anyone is in the everything industry,
Hey, Hillshire Farms, come holla at us.
Absolutely. Farmer John's.
get that Zaki Farms.
I'll out of play it.
I actually
But
do know
anyways.
the guy who owns Farmer John's. But yeah.
Is his name John?
No.
Then I'm not gonna have that product any longer.
Wow.
Boycott. Just kidding. Anyways, we're gonna start out with the show as we usually do of what we're playing. So I'm going to start out. I have been playing since there hasn't been a new release of a video game in 9 to 10 months. It's been a while since there's been any new games.
Yeah.
Got some stuff coming up on the horizon, but because of that, I've taken that time to kind of plunge into the games that I've always wanted to play. So I kind of missed out on The Walking Dead, the Telltale game.
Oh.
I knew it was amazing.
Wait, I learned this word, pile of shame.
No, that is
Oh,
not.
yeah.
That is not. Unless he started it before and then put it
Oh,
down.
I'm sorry.
She has the logistics of it.
Yes.
But anyways, so this is like a really narrative focused game. It's honestly, I mean, the term game is loosely used in this because there's very minimal gameplay in it. It's more of almost like a graphic novel and like an interactive story. You make choices and stuff. And I think I was kind of turned off by that at first, but now that I'm playing it, I'm like super duper into it. So I'm playing that. The other game I'm playing that I also missed out, which everyone's gonna lose their mind about, is Limbo.
Oh,
Never played it. I heard great things about it. With Limbo, I heard it was so amazing that I was so afraid that it wasn't gonna live up to its hype. But it does.
Man,
that is an amazing game. So,
I never played Limbo either.
You didn't?
No.
I love how I'm like, I hope no one gives me any grief for this. And then you tell me,
I never
burn the witch.
I never played The Walking Dead either.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it was
fantastic.
awkward when I ran into the voice actor of the main character, and he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, you were the lead guy in The Walking Dead."
Yeah, you're
and he
Steve.
goes, "Oh, you played the game?" I was like, "Actually, no."
She's like, you're Steve, right?
Well, there's a reason
Dave
why.
Fennoy.
Dave Fennoy.
Yeah, there's a reason why every time you see Phil Spencer, he has a Limbo shirt. He's so fond of that game.
Yeah, it
It's
really
amazing.
is. But anyway, so Aaron, you want to tell us what you've been playing?
Shoot, man, I played a lot of Destiny with you, like tremendous amount of Destiny, where I might be Destinied out until Destiny comes out again. So, I performed that Destiny with you, and it was fun to do. I loved it.
That's an awesome word.
Are
Performed.
you getting paid to
Perform
say
that
Destiny?
Destiny.
That's
I
how-
know,
that's-
that is some subconscious.
No, I'd say I
That's-
performed.
No, that's an accurate word for how much we were destroying people.
Yeah.
It really was a performance.
I like to see the montage on our page.
Yeah, I
It's
was about to plug that. Good job. man.
destruction.
Man, it was bad for the people out there playing against us.
Yeah, it was
a lot of
pretty-
heads were lost. A lot of,
Rest in peace.
man, it just a lot of people responding where they didn't want to. Nobody likes to respawn because that means you died. Well, we had a lot of people respawning, so
Yeah, it was unfortunate for them, but it was fun.
yeah. So I played some Destiny. I mean, dude, how many hours did we play together? We played like 20 hours.
We probably played 20 hours in the course of 1 hour.
Man, you guys don't know. Last Friday,
we
dude,
went to the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z and just played Destiny.
shoot. This is my first time ever playing with Zach. I always knew he was a great gamer, and he's like, Aaron, okay, whatever. So I just like, you know what, Zach, let's play right now. He said, Aaron, let's go do it right now. I'm like, okay,
That's his
well,
voice. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Like
like,
those
I was like,
kids.
Aaron.
I'm like, sure, why not? It's Destiny beta. Let's have a good time. So from Friday night from like 10 p.m. we played till 4 a.m. on Saturday.
This is true.
And this is very
What
true.
a way to spend a Friday
Yeah.
night.
And then I woke up and I was like, bro, we need to get some donuts right now.
And we got donuts.
Yum yum.
And we started over again. So yeah, it was
We went to
amazing.
Yum Yum.
Yum Yum. But we are actually looking for sponsorships. So if you're interested, all right,
No,
all right, I'll stop. I'll
No,
stop.
because I never carry cash on me, so I'm like, Elvin, bro, what donut shop around here will take a debit card? He's like, Yum Yum.
And I thought that was a joke.
At 124 Main Avenue.
I thought you were just really excited about donuts, so you said yum yum donuts.
No, bro. So I got a large milk. I got you a small coffee.
From where,
Appreciate
Aaron?
it.
Yum yum.
All right.
And we got some more Coke and came back and had a good time, as in Coca-Cola.
Thanks for
course.
specifying for our listeners. Yeah, no, it was a blast. So, Miss Alicia,
Yes.
I would say, what have you been playing? But you created the game, so if anything, what are you revisiting?
I am currently revisiting Hitman Go
Ooh.
on the iPad, and I want to have us get a video up of that soon. Actually,
Definitely. So how are you liking it?
I think it was the best Hitman game that was released this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's the only Hitman
yeah, I was
game
gonna
that
say,
was
I
released
think-
this year,
Yeah.
so I can accurately say that. I'm a fiend for puzzle games, so it's really the art style is really good, and it's kind of challenging. I play it a lot while my daughter's at cheerleading, so it's pretty great.
What's so interesting about this is that there's no games out, so she has to go play a game on her mobile device, and we got to play Destiny beta.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can play the Destiny beta because remember I have it at home. It's just
Well, you made it.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you rearrange the letters in Bungie, you get Alicia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
also
say this.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
also PlayStation
Exactly.
4. And let's see what else. What was the other game?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what else I've played this week. No.
Did you play any Tetris?
No. I
Any
didn't play
any
Tetris.
Little Big Planet?
Oh, I
karting?
played some Link Between Worlds on the 3DS.
Are you liking it?
I love it. Love it.
But do you love it?
No.
She's not a big fan.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
garbage.
No.
League Between Worlds, amazing game.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of beckons to all the old school Zelda fans.
Oh yeah, like the second you get in and you see like when he's in his room and he wakes up in Majora's Mask, it's like right there on the wall. And you're just like, what?
Yeah, no, I mean that game is more of a fan service than a game.
Oh
It's
yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and transition into some of the news for the week.
News.
It's not old, it's new, and it's plural, so it's news.
With no K, no letter K in this.
No letter K. It's not KNEWZ. It is NEWS.
News at News Hour.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so PlayStation this week announced their PS Play or PlayStation Play promotion. They've had it one other time. They might have had it an additional time, but they've definitely had it. I think it was in spring with like when Ollie Ollie and stuff came out. But so how this works is they kind of choose 4 games that are coming out in the next like month or so, and they have a promotion. So out of these 4 games, if you buy 2 of them, you'll get $3 back in PlayStation credit. If you buy 3 of them, you'll get $6 back in PlayStation credit. And if you buy 4 of them, you get $10 back in PlayStation credit. But it's for 4 select games. So the games are Ho Hokum, which is an interesting name, Swapper, Rogue Legacy, and Counter Spy. Now, if you guys know anything about all these games, they're all kind of drastically different, but it's kind of like following the whole message that PS4 is trying to do, is focusing on indies. So I'm actually excited about all these games, but Rogue Legacy is what I'm looking forward to the most. It's kind of like the old school Metroidvania type games, and it's procedurally generated, which is why they use the word rogue. It's called like roguelike.
Like a roguelike.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like really cool, and like
That was a big word, by the what is it?
procedurally.
Oh,
Asymmetrical.
I thought you were talking about roguelike. Oh yeah, Aaron
By the
learned a
way,
new word.
Yeah, let's back up to our weekly segment.
Oh, man.
Aaron learns a new word.
Dude, I love the letter A. I have 2 of them in my name.
Yeah.
A-
Aaron, can you tell everyone the word you learned?
I learned that asymmetrical is a very cool word to use when you're describing what kind of game you're playing.
Well, also shapes.
Shapes.
Yeah.
Also
Shapes.
drawings.
Drawings.
Lots
You guys
of
use
things.
these words. I'm like, well, they're cool. But now when I use them, like, man, I wish I knew about them before.
Yeah, after the podcast, Aaron was like, Zach, Elvin said this word. I don't know. Cat?
Yeah.
With a K.
Is that an animal? Is that
Yeah.
the animal that goes moo? I'm just messing with you.
No, that's a cow, bro. Come on. I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, that's obviously a cow. QOW.
Cow. K-C-O-W-E-I-E-I-O.
But anyways, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this PlayStation Play thing. And another thing about it is if you pre-order these games, digitally, which is a thing you can do now, you'll actually get 20% off. So usually, like when games first come out on PlayStation Network, if you have like PlayStation Plus, it's like, oh, you get X amount off. Now they're doing it, at least for this promotion, is if you pre-order it. So, are you guys familiar with any of these games?
Swapper. I think that's the only one that I've seen. It looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it
I was
looks
kind of
really cool.
interested in that, so I'm probably going to end up picking that one up.
Yeah. So Swapper's kind of like, it's like this puzzle platformer game, but the interesting twist to it is, I mean, literally, as the title may suggest, is I don't know if you have some type of tool or what it
I think
is.
it's a gun.
Yeah, it's like a gun.
It's like a cloning gun.
Yeah, that like places an image of you in another space so you can like solve puzzles and stuff.
Of course.
And you're cloning.
obviously.
It's like you clone yourself to keep going, to solve those puzzles, and then the one behind you ends up killed. Like, it's real weird.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then I already mentioned Rogue Legacy. Counter Spy, like that's Counter Spy and Ho Hokum are both games I really don't know how to explain. Ho Hokum, like they talk about, it's kind of like flower or flow in the sense that it's kind of like this really like weird and kind of like obscure game that honestly you can't really explain it. It's just do us all a favor and yourself and YouTube a video of Ho Hokum. Like legitimately, I've seen interviews with the creators and they're having trouble pinning down a genre. But
So the people that made it can't even describe it.
well, they can. I mean, like I mean,
one
when
of
you
those games is art.
yeah, no,
Videos,
100%. That really should be a genre. It's like an artistic. It looks amazing, but I really like. I legitimately can't even find the words. I mean.
You said Hulk Hogan like 4 times.
No, Hulk Hogan. It's
Hogan.
just an interactive biography of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
It's a game, brother.
And then it ends in a sex tape.
Brother, we know about that game, brother. It's a great game, brother.
I'm surprised you can hold it out that long. That's pretty good.
Oh
I didn't roll my
God.
R like a Hispanic person would.
And I am Hispanic, and it is very true.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to those games. Next piece of news, Aaron, this is going to interest you. EA announced this week that they delayed 2 of their games.
Well, same as it ever was, right?
Same as it ever
EA
was.
should be called EA Electric Arts, same as it ever was.
That's not their tagline. You want that to be their entire title.
That's their entire title.
So, anyways, for those of you wondering, they delayed Dragon Age Inquisition by about a month. It's coming out in the later part of November. But Battlefield Hardline, this is the more interesting one. It got delayed until 2015.
And people played it at E3.
Yeah, a month ago. Yeah. 2 months ago.
Well, they said basically because people play the beta, that based off of the information that they got from the beta, that the single player mode, I guess, wasn't fun. It honestly reminds me of Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs got delayed because they're like, oh yeah, we made this great game, but we forgot to add to make it fun. Yeah. So yeah, we need to make this game fun.
Well, I was going to ask. You kind of answered my question, but is there a strategy to, for example, do they hold off for a better time, like a better sales time?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can hold your game.
Are they lying?
Are they lying? Yeah. I honestly don't think so. Because sorry.
No, go ahead.
Another thing that you could sit and think about too is because Battlefield is all jacked up still. Like that's kind of a slap in the face if you were one of the early adopters for like that game, and then now all of a sudden they're like, oh hey, here's this other. Instead of fixing the game that we shipped that was super broken, hey, here's this new game. We want you to go buy it.
Okay, so you really believe that they're really trying to make it better and fix it?
I think they honestly are, because this basically Hardline to me looks like it's just a PC mod that they could. That is definitely a game that could have been a PC mod.
And the thing is, it wasn't even beta. Like it was an alpha.
It was an alpha.
So, like the alpha they showed, it's kind of, it goes alpha, beta, and then I don't know what the third term is.
And then going gold or something.
Yeah, it's like on the conveyor belt, almost out of the factory. But yeah, no. So it was an alpha, so it was still very, very early build. So I mean, the idea behind putting out like previous builds to the public is to kind of like see how they feel about it.
Yeah.
And I guess the public didn't feel too well about it. And like I mean, Aaron is really into the Battlefield games, or at least the last couple. I've never really cared about Battlefield.
What, Aaron?
But
man, I'm still mad that I paid $50 for the season pass when I could have kept it as a credit on the PSN network and buy The Last of Us when it comes out on Tuesday, instead of using that money on those levels, which I don't even care about anymore. I mean, dude, I'm so fed up with Betafield.
That's how they get you.
Dude, man, they got me good. Look, as far as EA, there's 2 things you can count on each year: NBA Live and Madden. Those 2 games will come out at the same time they come out every year, and you can guarantee those games will be good.
And they have
actually,
problems,
NBA Live sucks. Madden's always great. Madden's always amazing. So you can count on those games never being pushed back, because sports happen. Sports happen every single year at the right time.
Well,
at the same time of the year.
That's a great question. Why isn't there ever delays on sports games?
Because,
like Aaron just said.
So, at least for Madden, right, I don't remember how long ago it was, but more than a couple years back, EA bought the rights to license Madden or NFL games.
Yeah.
So now, that is literally the only pro football games you're going to get are Madden games.
Yeah. There was NFL 2K, which I loved NFL 2K.
There was ESPN and NFL. Like now,
because then you would just have a character who looks like, you would say you have a character that looked like Reggie Bush, but he would have a number and nothing on the back of his name, because they're literally, the licensing is, this is Reggie Bush in that game. Like, you're not allowed to have that name in any other game.
And they also recently did that with UFC, so you're not going to see any UFC games besides EA's.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, honestly, they don't need to reinvent the wheel, because they own 100% of the market. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the reason why, like clockwork, Madden will come out every year, because it's like, if someone wants to play a football game, you can go here or you can imagine it.
Yeah, Madden sells out all the time.
And all we're gonna do is change the roster and then add that players can now sweat.
Yeah,
they update the rosters. They add a new feature this year. They're emphasizing defense like no other year before. You can do so much on the defensive side of the ball. I want to take back when I said two things you can count on. I mean, all sports games that EA are involved with, they will always come out on time every year. On time every year.
Yeah, they put out the FIFA games. Yeah, the only thing they don't really put out too often anymore, and I think it was kind of the same situation, but with PlayStation is PlayStation now puts out the show, which is the
MLB
the big,
the show,
the big baseball game. So we haven't seen a EA baseball game in God knows how long. So that's the reason why they'll continue to sell.
You know what's funny? Even MLB the show, I think a month of baseball went on, and then the show came out a month later on PS4. Usually, sports games come out before the season starts, and for even EA even pushes back for MLB the show. It should have came out before the season started when they're in spring training.
Honestly, I wish I could comment on that. I just found out what baseball was like 2 hours ago, so I'm not too familiar with baseball. But anyways, yeah, so these two delays, the thing I found interesting, and we're going to talk about this later, is October is this very, 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 very crowded month.
Yes.
It is.
And the thing that makes it extra crowded is that the rest of 2014 has been pretty barren as far as like AAA big games go. Like there's probably more indies releasing on consoles in 2014 than probably ever before. But when it comes to big AAA games, very, very scarce. You had Mario Kart, Titanfall, Infamous, and maybe a couple others. But it's been very few, and we're already we're about to enter into the 8th month, So all these games are coming out in October, and both of these games were slated for October releases. So Dragon Age was coming out in October, and it was coming out right next to Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor, which is like a Lord of the Rings game. And they're both kind of similar, and they're a part of this genre that isn't too like widespread, but yet they're both coming out on the same day. So I'm I'm not big fans of delays, especially when I was younger. But in this case, like before when I was younger, if I found out something was getting delayed, like I'd be like, oh man, I'm so sad. But now I'm like, now I can focus on these other 97 games coming out in October, So
you guys said earlier that November was the big release.
Typically, I mean, in the history of games, that's usually what it is. But this year it's just October.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's still going to be big games in November.
Yes.
November's Halo. November's Call of Duty. November's I think GTA 5, the HD remake.
Yep.
Or HDD or HHD remake, the Super Duper edition.
Super Duper Turbo.
But yeah. So I found that interesting that they just totally got away from the October.
Well, there's and I don't want to say this because I always want to play the new game and I want it to come out now. There's a hidden blessing to this because it gives you a chance to go ahead and play old games you haven't played before. Like, I knew my Wii U was backwards compatible, but I was like, I don't play all these new games, Shovel Knight, Mario Kart. But now since these games are getting pushed back, it gives the gamer an opportunity to play some games they haven't played before. So what I did, I went ahead and GameStop had a good deal. They had buy 2 pre-owned games, get 1 free. So I went up, got a Donkey Kong Country Returns, Mario Galaxy 1 and Mario Galaxy 2, which are going to be playing. Which are great games, actually. So there's a hidden blessing in this. You can go ahead and play games you haven't played before, but it really sucks when a game gets pushed back when you're really wanting to play it. You're all excited for it to come out.
The fortunate thing about October is now we're looking towards our old games, but in October that won't be the case. There's a lot of new games coming out. You got anything to add to this, Alicia?
No, because we're gonna talk about it later.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, for sure, I appreciate it. Another bit of news I just got through talking about Middle-earth is actually today they announced that, and once again this was an October game, and this actually got pushed. I don't know, forward. I don't know what's the right way to say this, but it was not
they
pay
moved
it forward.
They basically just moved it forward.
Yeah, moved it forward.
Kevin Spacey, if you're listening, we just talked about a movie you're in.
We would really like to be sponsored by House
Kevin
of Cards.
Spacey.
No,
Oh,
can
great
you
show.
please give us a copy of what is he in? He's
Advanced
in
Warfare. But
Whoa. Memory serves me. You showed me that trailer with the Kevin Spacey.
That's
which
basically
really
Kevin
awesome.
Spacey from House of Cards
Yeah, he
in a
looked
video
pissed.
game.
so I'm not gonna pretend that I made this up, but I heard someone say House of Cods,
Ah,
like COD.
Cods.
No, not like a
Like the fish?
House of Call of Duty.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. But
You know what you didn't do? When you asked what am I playing and what Alicia's playing, he totally just ignored Elvin like he's not playing a game.
it's funny because that's more of like an instinctual thing
Yeah,
because
no.
I was not playing anything. We're just not gonna ask him a
We're
question.
Yeah.
not just gonna
He's not a real person.
but
He's
it's-
not a real voice.
If I didn't say anything, would people even know that I was here?
Well,
Elvin is
no.
Elvin is an idea.
Yeah,
He's not an actual person.
Yeah.
he's all of our imaginary friend.
So now that Aaron brings this up, we'll address it. Elvin, have you been playing anything? Perhaps.
No.
Okay,
All right, there goes that.
there it goes.
Well,
I've
at least
answered
we
that.
asked him the question because we are decent people.
Yeah.
No, what they want me to say is I've been playing Guacamelee.
What?
Wait. What?
Explosions.
And you hid the G on that word. Is it what? Is that guacamole?
I said Guacamele.
Acamele?
Akamele.
I use my Spanish Guacamele.
That's good with your chips.
So have you been playing it?
I've been playing it. I think I mentioned that you downloaded this for me a while ago.
Free
It was-
games, Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah, that and the stupid UFC demo and the stupid Max Curse of the Stupid Hood and all the stupid game.
Yeah, well, you're a big fan of that word.
There's a whole lot of stupids in
Yeah,
there.
seriously.
And if Stupid is listening to this podcast, if you want to sponsor our show,
But
You're
anyways,
stupid.
so did you like it? The 8 seconds you probably
I
played of it?
did. I did. What people probably don't know about me is I did play games when I was much younger, which Sega Genesis, Super NES, NES, and that's
Jax.
where. Yeah, and that's when I think I started working.
Stickball.
My dad's like, get a job.
When you were like 12?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, you know what? It was really fun to play. I played with my wife, and she liked it. And it's like, you guys call it what, a platform game or platformer or something?
Yeah, the official term is
2D
like
platform.
is
It's
like
a-
side-scrolling platform, but the term that people use
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania because it's like Metroid and Castlevania.
Which I
Castlevania.
played.
Yeah.
I
so
played
you played
those. Yeah.
you played a Metroidvania.
That's why I liked it. But you know what was really cool about that game?
What's that?
Well, what's cool about the game is there is a lot of combos that you have to learn, right? And
Yeah.
and I bought an Xbox One because I was forced to buy one by Zach. He's like, dude, you gotta play Titanfall. It's like the greatest game that's ever been made by ever. I go, dude, all right, man, shut up. I'll go buy it. So I went to buy it, and I bought Titanfall, and then I played it, and I played it for like 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, dude, this is too hard for me. I can't do this. And because of all the combos, all the moves, all this and that, watch this, watch that, and then I was getting killed like every like minute. But this game was really cool because I didn't have to. It was weird. There's a lot of combos in the game, but they gradually teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's the way they teach you how to do it is they it's like everything's color coordinated.
Yeah.
Like to break a certain wall, you have to have, it's like the wall's red,
Yeah.
and you have to do like an uppercut combo. Okay, and if the wall's yellow, you have to headbutt it, and if the wall's green, you have to like jump up and then spiral down into it. So without even thinking, I'm learning like all these combos in this
Yeah.
game. I was like, whoa, dude, check me out.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you have no clue how insanely
I
excited
want to pat
am
him on the
about
back
that.
right now.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. And,
We need to
and-
get this man a medal.
Yeah. Before we go back to news, I want to say the thing that's so awesome about this game, Elvin, and anyone who's played Metroid will know this, is that game totally caters to like the mainstream, like not even to the mainstream, to the gameless, someone who's not necessarily familiar with games. It's pretty forgiving, especially in multiplayer, like when you're playing it co-op. But there's a lot of like hidden small references to games in the past. Like anytime you get a new ability and you destroy like one, I think they're called the Chozo statues.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a complete and direct reference to Metroid. And like even the statues look the same. And it's funny because in Metroid, how it was you destroy the statue and then you get a new ability. In this, you destroy the statue and you get a new ability. But the guy comes out and he's like, seriously, why are you breaking all my stuff?
Yeah, that's another thing, dude. It's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's funny.
He's like, hey, quit being a dick.
Yeah, no, there was one in the very beginning. You know, you're learning that you need to do like certain things, I guess. You know, to get certain not powers, but like there's little missions within the major mission. And there was this one lady on the 3rd floor of like a building. And you walk in, there's old lady, and you press Y, I guess, to talk to her. And she goes, "Do you want to help me make the best burrito ever?" I'm like, I like burritos. Sure, let me help you. But then I spent like 20 minutes trying to find all the ingredients for her burrito.
That's awesome.
And it was like a mission within a mission. And it was really funny how it's all laid out. Like everybody has something to say. Like there's people all around the levels that have something to tell you, and there's a mission within a mission. Like it just felt like there's a lot of thought into it. Yeah, and I know you guys play all these games that's like full of. You talk about Transistor and how full that game is, and you guys talk about all these other games. But for me, not knowing how to play any games, that was like really fun. Like I don't know, I felt like involved, but not so incredibly involved.
Yeah, it really
it was cool. It was cool.
Game.
I'm glad that you downloaded it, and thank you very much.
And when I found out you played more than 8 seconds of it, a tear came to my eye. Yeah. It really did. I was like, this is what I've been striving for.
Yes. So listener, even if you're 55 years old like Elvin, you can
55.
still get back into your inner child.
Just for some context, Elvin isn't 55. He's like 53 and a half, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways...
I just pressed one button, bro, and this podcast is over. So you keep saying that, man. It's all good.
Yeah, but anyways, so we're gonna head back to the news.
Okay.
And so like I was talking about Middle Earth before, Aaron reminded me of me not addressing Elvin, which I apologize for once again, Elvin. You're a good kid. Yeah, so Middle Earth kind of did the same thing, got out of the way of the whole October thing, and now they're coming out. Now it's coming out September 30th. And I think that's really cool because scarcely, and I mean scarcely, do video games come out before their release date. It's usually delay after delay, and usually delays happen for good reasons, but it rarely happens that someone's like, this game's actually ready to go sooner than we thought. Let's put it out.
Yeah, and that never happens.
I personally think they did it because they saw how full October was.
Yeah.
And so that game, especially the things that I heard about that game, like the Nemesis engine and everything else, which is basically you can, so say Aaron is a general, I can put an idea in Aaron's head and have him go attack Zach instead of me directly attacking Zach. That is part of, it's a concept that's within the game. So all these little interesting things that came out at E3, we heard a lot about it. That game would have definitely got buried in the flow of October. It would have been buried. It would have been done for, and no one would have really heard about it, especially with Dragon Age around there. Because I'm pretty sure that exactly the people who were definitely like invested in Middle Earth are probably along the lines of the same people who are like invested in Dragon Age. Not to typecast anyone, but I
fully agree. They're very similar. I mean, they're like legitimately almost the exact same genre.
Yes.
Which is a genre that doesn't come out that often. So it kind of is sad just to have them stacked together, you know.
Would you say like this October is kind of like May for movies, where if like the Avengers are coming out, you have a movie coming out, like, well, I better not release it on the same day. I should do it maybe a week or two later.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That's just why the same reason that no one ever goes up against Call of Duty.
Yeah. I mean, like that movie that came out last week, Sex Tape, did horrible. I'm pretty sure it's a decent romantic comedy, but it went up against
values.
It went up against but it went up against Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it.
So I think that's what I mean, like already Call of Duty sells. I mean, Ghost did like worse than previous Call of Duties, and it still did amazing. And so now you have Advanced Warfare, which is looking to like revive the Call of Duty series in November.
And that's scary.
And then you have Halo Master Chief Collection, which is the first like next gen Halo. Everyone's super excited for, rightfully so. And then you have potentially Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't think they've given a completely official release date on it.
I think I saw like October 29th.
I don't think it's coming in. I don't think it's coming. I think there's like a lot of rumors, but anyways, those two games alone are more of enough reason to stay out of the way of
Stay out of that.
drugs.
November. Yeah, and drugs too. But
You gotta stay out of the way of drugs.
anyway,
Dare, yeah, do you ever in those Dare programs when they offered them as
Yeah.
kids? I didn't do drugs. I didn't care.
yeah.
Okay,
I
go
thought.
ahead.
I don't know. I mean,
I thought that logo was awesome, by the way.
yeah, Dare did
The
look
Dare
awesome.
logo.
It looked like a name of like a metal group. Dare.
What does Dare stand for? Like drug abuse, reuse, endurance.
Reuse.
What would you? That's
Drug abuse.
recycle.
That is
Reuse.
not what it means. I
That
can
is not-
Resistance?
almost guarantee it.
Drug
but,
abuse, resistance. I don't know what the letter E stands for.
Probably education.
No, you know what?
Yes.
Let Aaron keep digging that hole.
Yeah.
What does it stand for, Aaron?
And at the end, the podcast is just gonna fade out. He's like, does it mean donuts are rad exceptionally?
Yum.
But anyways, the next piece of news is the next two pieces of news are Aaron related.
What are we talking about?
No, it's nothing about your personal.
How was your work week, Aaron?
Yeah, no.
I did nothing.
So they announced the release date for Titanfall's DLC, which is going to be July 30th.
What a week it shall be next week, listeners!
Indeed.
If you still have ears.
Get the hell away from me, Aaron. He's about to stand up.
On Tuesday, we have The Last of Us being out and about.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited for that. And then 2 days later, we get the Frontier package of Titanfall.
I think it's 3 days later, but hang in there, buddy.
Is it?
I don't know, actually.
No, the
It comes out-
29th
it
and the
comes-
31st. That's
I-
2 days, bruh.
All right.
Don't try to correct me, son.
All right. So, anyways, once again, the Titanfall DLC.
It's called Frontier. You ever took that airline?
No, it's
Frontier.
garbage.
Bad peanuts.
I've been to Frontierland in Disneyland.
Yeah, I haven't.
All right.
There.
No, but this is Frontier package DLC. You can only get it if you have bought the $25 season pass, son. And at that point, you'll get 3 levels. 3 levels. That's what Titanfall usually does now. Every time there's a new DLC, here's another 3 levels. If you like them, great. We're going to have another 3 levels coming out later. That's what they do.
And if you don't have a pass, how much is it?
$10.
10? It's
$10
funny
for,
that you ask this, Elvin, because you bought the other one. You bought the first DLC. You're like, oh, cool, stages. No, forget it.
What's so crazy about these levels that are coming out? They're still not being allowed for Pilot Hunter.
Really?
So even I think it was the attrition map pack. No, not attrition. Attrition's a level in the game.
Expedition.
Expedition. You still don't get those levels on Pilot Hunter, but you get them on attrition because I guess that's fun to play.
They'll probably
Let's
put
kill the computer AI because I like getting points. No, kill
consultation
strangers.
points.
Always kill strangers in first-person shooter. That's why you buy first-person shooter.
Okay.
To kill strangers.
I will make a note of that and talk to my friend Muhammad about that.
Ali? No.
No. I know a guy who worked on the maps on Titanfall.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. well, yeah. Please let them know
And
because
then-
I feel like I feel like I have to go with the flow.
Well, you do because they're a company who does what they want.
But if they do what they want, that's great. But if they listen to the customers, that's even
Gamer and
better.
Gameless podcast, if they listen to us.
Please,
If they listen
come
to Aaron
on.
and the gamer.
I
I'm pretty
love me
sure
some Pilot Hunter, dude.
Vince Sampella is just subscribed to our podcast and just listen to it every time.
Yeah, I just got that notification that he's listening.
Well, good for him. I'm glad he is.
But anyways,
The 3 levels, I'm excited to play them. Hopefully, they'll be in the playlist for Pilot Hunter. Otherwise, it's probably just going to be an attrition, and as it always is so far. So, anyway,
okay.
do your thing, boo.
And the next piece of news is it was recently announced that Agent Locke will be playable in Halo Guardians.
I wish he was Terry Crews.
Okay.
Because that guy's a buff, funny dude. But I guess you can't have anybody being funny in Halo because it's a serious matter. You're trying to fight for humanity.
serious.
You're trying to fight for humanity. Heroism is at its finest.
Hey, and I saw a video for a series they're making of
Nightfall.
Halo. That looked pretty cool.
There's
Right,
a weird.
Ridley Scott.
there-
Ridley Scott.
Ridley
I thought you
Scott.
said Randy Scott.
No, that's
Scott's brother.
There's a weird like trend this year of calling everything something fall.
Yeah.
There's Halo Nightfall, Towerfall, Titanfall. There's the Season Fall, which I'm pretty sure just came out this year.
What kind of lattes do they have during the fall at Starbucks?
Pumpkin spice.
Oh, pumpkin spice
Delicious.
during fall.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I see.
I don't
see
drink
the-
coffee,
I see
you
the
dum dum.
connection. But yeah. So I don't know much about this because I'm kind of like I'm kind of still skeptical about Halo 5 just because 4 kind of burned me. But from what I know, is Agent Locke is tasked to find Master Chief. Those are the words I saw. Find. I don't know if that means like capture. I don't know if like what it is. You know what I mean?
I think all we know is that he's like, a kick-ass guy that, we need to like follow orders from because he knows what he's doing and he's going to be the leader.
No, he's a nice guy. He's
But
a cool dude.
What I do know is that he will be the
Always
second.
sunny.
He will be the second unlockable character in Halo 5.
Yeah. So typically, actually not typically. I guess just in Halo 2 and 3, you only play as one character. But actually, not even in Halo 2. Halo 2 you play as the Arbiter. So I guess it makes perfect sense why they would have a second playable character.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole thing is how different will he play? It's probably more of just a narrative tool. Just be like, oh, you're playing the exact same way, but just through someone else's eyes,
Yeah.
Because like at least with Halo 2, you played as the Arbiter, who was a Covenant. He was an alien.
Yeah.
And then he had like the stealth. So I'm interested to see how it works as far as the.
I mean, that would make sense if you think about the trailer that they showed at E3 because you saw Master Chief in like a robe in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That if you said "find" and I'm using quotations,
Yeah.
if he was tasked to find him, then maybe that's it. Maybe like Master Chief knows and he's been hiding
I
out.
have a question.
Well, Spartan's back on he's back on Earth after Halo 4.
Yeah, I have a question.
What's up?
So Halo actually has a storyline?
Oh, it has a very
Really?
There
Very
is
good
a very giant universe.
There's
One of the best
full of
storylines ever.
storylines.
there are so.
I thought the storyline was, oh man, I shot him in the head.
No, not at all.
He's behind
You're thinking-
He's
you're
behind the
thinking
rock.
of-
He's
you're-
behind the rock. Oh, I shot him in the
You're
head.
thinking of Titanfall. But no, actually, Halo actually has a very, very deep lore and story. There's Halo books.
Yeah,
There was a Halo book.
I didn't know that.
There was
And
a
I am
Halo-
pretty sure someone is paid to make sure that everything stays canon in
Yeah.
Halo the same way as Star Wars.
There was
I
a
didn't know
book.
that.
It really is like on Star Wars level. There was a book called Fall of Reach. My friend Maurice had it. Shouts out to Maurice. And like I was like, all right, that's a weird name, Fall of Reach. That doesn't make any sense. And then I found out that Reach is like this planet. And then Reach later on, flash forward like 6 years, they have Halo Reach, which is like one of the last bastions resisting the alien. So there's honestly a fairly deep storyline in this.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah, an announcement. Well, just to confirm what we may have learned before, but yes, there's gonna be 110 levels in this Master Chief collection. That just blows me away. That's just so awesome.
yeah,
I mean,
can't wait. I'm pretty excited.
That is, just think about that. 110 levels that you played before 10, 15, whatever, years ago, 7 years ago.
Were you gonna say 15 years ago?
It feels like it's 15 years since Halo 2 came out, but we know that's not
It's
true.
been 14 and a half.
But just to play 110 levels, plus 6 of them from Halo 2 are going to be remastered. Today they announced Zanzibar, which to me was probably the best level to ever play Capture the Flag on. I had so much fun playing Capture Flag on Zanzibar.
Gotta disagree with you on that.
Well, that's fine with me because I'm not really a fan of Capture Flag, but what got me to play that was that level. That level's fun to play on Capture Flag, dude. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a great. It was definitely a good map. I loved it for like single flag Capture Flag.
Yes,
But as far as two flag, I don't know how I feel about that. But
yeah,
I'm
no.
excited.
Single flag was good. The single flag, you get it, and then that's what I mean. Single flag was, oh man, that was a fun level. And then the glitches in that game. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. In Halo 2, I never participated in any of the glitches except for the super jump on Zanzibar. That's the only thing I did. But yeah, I can't wait for that. But anyways, we're gonna enter into our discussion topics of the week. We kind of already talked about this, but me and Aaron and Alicia didn't kind of get a chance to get a hands-on the Destiny beta. So we're just going to do a real quick overview of that. And we actually have an overview video that you can check out on our website, gamergameless.com. Yeah, just Aaron, what are some of your quick thoughts? You mentioned that we played like 19 hours in one day. That's an exaggeration. It was more like 18 hours and 59 minutes.
Yeah.
me and Zach, we bonded. I mean, it's a great right now the Destiny is a great time to bond with your friend right now. Just to play in a
The
first-person
Destiny.
MMO.
Destiny.
The Destiny.
The Destiny. Yeah, that's pretty much the Destiny. I like it a lot. I haven't really decided what console we're going to play it on because usually my first-person shooters, I lean towards Xbox.
Why?
I just feel more familiar with the previous
Halo.
360 controller. It just feels more familiar. Like since like in my other podcast that we talked about here is that I was more like I grew up on Xbox in my teens, so. So I think I might go that way, even though PlayStation is going to be, what as you said, Zach's going to be offering maybe even more.
Oh no, not maybe. It's like official.
Yeah, official.
They have time exclusive content that is gonna last for a year. Anytime you download the expansion, which I guess is their interpretation of DLC, you're gonna have additional stuff. Yeah. So they have the Destiny white PS4 bundle.
Yeah.
It's clear that
too.
Bungie was like, this is going to be the place you can play. I mean, you can play it on 3 other consoles, the PS3 and the 2 Xbox systems. But it's clear that they were like, they're putting all their cards on the table, and they're like, we think PlayStation 4, and that's where they marketed it.
Yeah. They were even at the PlayStation the announcement for PlayStation 4. All those dudes for Bungie were on stage for Destiny.
Yeah. And then,
were they all like in mech suits, or how do they dress?
No, they were all in suits, but they were all really awkward in a half semicircle.
That's usually how press conferences go.
Like it was like 6 dudes on stage, and their hand. Oh God, it was so awkward.
It's funny because I love press conferences, but that's exactly what they are. They're just awkward people. And then someone's like, and we're announcing sneezes in Madden 25, and there's like an awkward silence, like
the sneeze juke.
Why aren't they clapping? Do they know how hard this was?
Sneezes are very difficult to emulate. So yeah. So I really
Zach, I'm excited for Destiny.
I'm excited for you interrupting me.
I didn't mean to interrupt you like
just
that.
Messing with you. I just messing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I like the first person shooter in that aspect, but I think I'm a tad more excited about the Master Chief Collection.
Really? That's an interesting.
I think the first person shooter ability when you're playing multiplayer will be a little bit more comfortable for most players as compared to maybe Destiny. Well, even though Destiny's a new game, I know it's like obvious to say that, but I think as great as Halo was, and it was so perfect for me to play multiplayer, and that's why I really buy first person shooters, even though this is an MMO first person shooter. I think I'm a little bit more excited to see what Master Chief's going to feel like. Because we know that all the guns and the grenades are going to be the same, but the feel and the levels, I think it's going to tip the hat a little bit more for me.
It's going to be all the same though.
Yeah,
they said that they didn't really change anything. They added a couple of things in there just to make it cohesive with Halo 5.
As far
basically, and they just high resed up the graphics.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
They don't really need to because Halo is pretty much a perfect multiplayer game.
Yeah, it is. But I would.
If you put it on a new system without changing anything, it's probably going to look like mud a little bit.
What is it?
I agree with both of you because I feel like
there's a lot more. There's more stuff they're adding in this too, like the gun goose we talked about.
That's definitely cool. But for the most part, the only actual changes that they've announced that they've made so far, and this game is like 3 months away, is the gun goose, which is cool, but it's like a very minor tweak. And then you have the
custom levels. You can like play nothing but flood levels with your buddies on co-op. That's fun.
Who just said this is the best multiplayer game?
Aaron.
Is that true?
Halo 2 was as far as first person shooters go.
Okay.
It was probably one of the best.
I'm excited to go back.
The moral of the story is they haven't changed enough. It's more just another HD remake, and I'm excited about. I mean, this is my personal bias. I'm excited about Last of Us, but that's just because I didn't play it. I put off playing Last of Us until like a certain amount of time, and then they said, "Hey, they're gonna make an HD remake for PS4." I was like, I might as well wait.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is everything I've done before, and it's very minor changes. So I'm actually more excited for Destiny. But yeah. Since Aaron pretty much covered it all, and we kind of covered it all in our video, we're just gonna transition into the month of October. I wanted to talk about October. So as I mentioned previously, October is a very, very, very crowded month. And in this week alone, things are kind of getting out of the way of October. But I just want to list to you guys the games that are confirmed for. I mean, once again, these may change at any moment because they're moving games back and forth. But the games that are in October as of right now: Alien Isolation, Smash Brothers for 3DS, the full version of Product Spark, NBA Live, Skylanders Trap Team, NBA 2K15, Drive Club, Borderlands the pre-sequel, The Evil Within, WWE 2K15, Sunset Overdrive, Samurai Warriors 4, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Lord of the Fallen, and Evolve for PS and for countless systems.
So pretty much October is going to be the greatest month this year.
Every game ever is coming out in October.
Plus Halloween.
Can we say Rocktober? Is that better?
Yeah, that's cool.
Rocktober.
Here's
and Oktoberfest.
Here's my biggest issue with this is that there's games like Alien Isolation, which don't come out too often. It's not your typical first-person shooter.
It should come out now.
Yeah, just announce it right now.
Just do it now.
But
it might not be ready now.
Yeah, but like Alien Isolation, I think I've showed you a video of it, Elvin.
It looked pretty freaky, dude.
Yeah. It's not like your
scary.
typical first-person shooter where you're just blowing everyone away and just shooting everyone. It really is like a survival horror game in a first-person experience, and it's like this super intense game that I think people will like. But when you put it right next to 978 other games, it doesn't look as appealing because there's other stuff to get.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, and I wrote a piece on this on our website, is that I feel like months like October in years like 2014 are really detrimental to like the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Because that leaves unique games and Evolve. Elvin, I don't know if I talked to you about Evolve. I'm gonna give you a 10-second pitch.
Cracking.
It's 3 players working as different people trying to take down a monster.
Okay.
And one person plays as a monster. So they have to work together and kill the monster. But like I said, the monster is player controlled. The monster can kill other smaller monsters on the map and become stronger. That I can't think of a game that has ever played like that before. You know, that's a very unique experience. And unfortunately, people are going to stick to what they're familiar with and not give a game like this a try. So that's what I'm concerned about. So what are you guys' thoughts on October?
Well,
Rocktober.
I wanted to say this.
Rocktober.
You know, it's made by Evolve, right?
What?
Shoot, I just lost my mind. The game you just
Evolve?
Evolve, yeah.
It's made by. Is Evolve made by Evolve? They're made by the Left 4 Dead dudes. Turtle Rock.
Okay. I thought Evolve did also Left 4 Dead. No.
That's what I just said.
No,
They
you
made
said
the-
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock is the name of the company.
Yeah, Evolve is the name of the game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm lost my mind.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
Alicia, what are your
Aaron's having a
October
minute.
thoughts?
Yeah, that's gonna be really hard because I heard a lot of really good things about Alien Isolation coming out of E3, especially with Oculus Rift support.
Yeah.
Like people supposedly were like falling out of their chairs and like throwing things because it was so real and so in your face. I know typically, you know, a lot of games usually come out because there's that big push because we're trying to get this stuff to stores before Black Friday. So a lot of things are probably going to get hurt and cut and everything else like that. So I think that's probably why they move it. I honestly, I think that because October was so scrunched, that's probably why they did move. Oh, excuse me. That's probably why Rocktober was so crunched. That's probably why they did move Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because they ended up moving Lord of the Rings, Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah.
So it's like both games ended up having to move because everything was so just squished.
Yeah.
October is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be real
seriously.
interesting to see what happens.
Rocktober?
Oh, sorry. Rocktober.
.com.
Rocktober is going to be a bloodbath. So it's gonna be real.
It's a great time to get next gen. If you're thinking about getting a next gen right now, you can wait till October.
Hopefully,
you have a great time.
I don't know. I'm not really impressed with that because the only thing on that list that I really heard that I wanted to play was the pre-sequel, and that's on PS3.
Yeah. And no, that's the interesting thing is that a lot of these games are for previous gen consoles.
Yeah.
honestly, most of them are.
And I told you guys this, like my first podcast. I said when that guy asked, like, is it a good time? And you're like, well, October. And I said, no. It's gonna be 2015.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm looking at the list here, and besides Evolve and Assassin's Creed, Sunset Overdrive is like one of the few games on the list that I mentioned that are exclusively next gen. I don't think people are ready to, or I don't think developers are ready to move on from that train yet. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm excited about all these games. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm kind of hoping for more delays just because October, it's weird. It's odd that I haven't found a game that I want to necessarily rent or buy in the last couple months that's like a big AAA game. But when October comes, I'm not going to know what to do with my mind. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, there's so many games. I don't really like that.
So you think Destiny? What's your guess on a release date for that game?
Well, it's already announced. It's coming out September 7th or 9th. I can't even remember.
I think it's
probably
9th.
yeah.
They're not doing Rocktober.
No. They stated
they have September.
Yeah, they're doing Rectember.
They're doing Rectember.
Or Rextember, the old dinosaur
they're doing
month.
I own this.
Yeah.
This is September, and Destiny owns September.
Pretty much, I guess so. So, anyways, from that, we're going to transition to our questions. So we actually got a voicemail, and, so we're going to play that voicemail right now.
What's up, Gamer and Gameless podcast? My name is Anthony, and here's my question. I was playing the Destiny beta with a friend of mine online a few days ago, and she invited someone on her friends list who was kind of weird and creepy, and I didn't really care for him too much, so I stuck it out, played with him for a little bit. My question for you is, when you're gaming online and your friend brings in someone else that you don't want to play with, do you suck it up and just keep playing, or do you log out, go play another game? Do you be an ass about it? What do you do? And that's it. There you go.
Good question.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Anthony.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, big ups to Anthony from Texas. Personally, I have yet to really experience anyone creepy. When I used to play a lot of online games, especially Borderlands 2, with friends, I never really encountered anyone like that. So I personally would just be like, hey, your friend is just skeeving me out, so I'm gonna go do something else.
I'd like to know I'd like to talk to Anthony and ask him how, like, person's being creepy. It's like, hey, did you see that person I just killed?
Well, probably someone could be like, they're being obnoxious, like, and then keep talking and stuff like that, or they're like, yeah, dude, headshot, bro.
That's not creepy, though.
And all this other stuff. Well, I mean, he might be saying like creepy comments or something.
Maybe
because
the
then
creepy guy likes her.
You'll get like people who are just like they'll have like private conversations a lot too when you're playing online. So if you don't know, what's going. Like someone could be like, you're playing co-op or whatever, and you guys you're sitting there and you all have an objective, and someone's like, so I jacked off the other day. You're just like, whoa, like what is even happening right now?
Like that. I mean, not to a creepy extent, but I actually was playing Gears 3 a long time ago, back in the day when it came out. And I was playing with my friend, and then someone joined the group, and he was like incredibly profane and just like over the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this guy's obnoxious. And after like 10 minutes of hearing just about every cuss word possible, I logged off and I went to sleep, and I went to school the next day. And then my friend, I'm not going to use his name, I'm going to say Mr. X. Mr. X was like, hey, it was a blast playing with you last night. I was like, I didn't play with you. He was like, yeah, and then he said the dude's username. And I was like, that was you? You're such a horrible person. Oh, I was like, you are an awful person.
But Zach, didn't you tell me that you've played before and you hear like these racist?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Comments?
You have people who come in and there's just nothing but racism spouting out of their mouths.
Yeah, racism makes up about 99% of the internet. So, unfortunately, you just got to deal with it. So, that's definitely a huge thing. And it's kind of weird when you bump into like these situations where like your friends invite friends. So for me, what I do is I usually just mute people. But the problem with that is especially if it's like your friend's friend.
Yeah.
If that friend is having a conversation with the other friend, it's just a one-way conversation. So I mute people and I just I kind of make up in my mind what they're saying. He's like, yeah, totally. He just talked to him about like how good McChickens are, and I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. So that's the conversation I make up in my mind.
I would just let him know how he's being creepy and just start talking trash to him. Just keep going.
Aaron's the aggressor.
Make him feel bad about himself. Like, you should never come at at me like this when I'm playing this game. I'm trying to enjoy this game. Stop being creepy and stuff like that. But say it however you want to say it. Be a man about it and go on. And say, I'm here to play this game, my friend. You want to keep being creepy? Fine, let's go.
Yeah, you hit the intervention button.
Yeah, the intervention button, pretty much. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for us here at Gamer or Gameless. Remember, you can check us at facebook.com/gamergameless or on our website gamergameless.com.
Yeah, could you say that like in a real creepy way?
Yeah, man. This is Aaron. You can check us out on facebook.com/gamergameless, or you can check us out on that interwebs, the gamergameless.com.
And one more thing I wanted to let you know, for GameStop, if you have The Last of Us and you want it for PS3, you want to trade it in for PS4, you will get $25 off. And so you'll get the new PS4 game for $25 off.
That actually
you have to pre-order by Tuesday.
Yeah.
And GameStop, if you're listening, please.
This podcast comes out on Tuesday, so you need to pre-order it. If you're listening to this on the day it drops, you need to go run to GameStop right now.
Run right now.
It.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Bye.